Today in this tutorial, I want to show you how to make this larger than life bow for your door or to put on a green wreath base. So before we get started, let's talk about the types of ribbon that you're going to need in order to be successful when making this large door bow. First of all, the loops are going to be large and the ribbon is typically wide. So you're going to need to make sure that the wire inside of the ribbon is pretty strong. So that means typically more expensive. Okay. I like to use various widths as well. So 4-inch, 2.5-inch, 1.5-inch, 1-inch. The more you mix it up, the prettier I feel like it looks. Like it gives it a little bit more texture and also a little bit more airiness to it, a more whimsical look. So you're looking for quality ribbon in various sizes. We're going to start with this 4-inch. I'm just going to unroll it a little bit. Okay. You're looking for a long streamer. So if this is going to go on the door and maybe be the only thing on the door, or if it's going to go on a wreath, that's just a green wreath and the bow is the show, if you will, you're going to want somewhat of a long streamer. So let's do about 30. Okay, we'll do about 30 inches. I'm going to pinch and pleat. Okay, to get that started. So you're just pinching and pleating all of the ribbon into your fingers. Okay, so I have it just like this. Now you can lay it down on the mat if you want to. I'm going to do it just so I can help measure for you. I also like to use my the crook of my elbow. I'll just pull it out and measure it that way. That's one thing I like to do when I'm just making for my own home. I think what I'm going to do is do 16 inches. So that's going to make it an 8-inch loop. All right, so you're going to pinch and pleat here. So you've got one loop and then we're going to twist. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. All right, take it away from you, pinch and pleat. All right, before I twist, I want to make sure that these are even, and they are. And then we're going to twist to bring the good side forward and cut. All right, so we've got two loops. We've got one streamer and then a short streamer, just like that. Little bow tie. All right, so we're going to do one more streamer of this, I think. Okay, let's just hold it up here. Actually, let's do it this way. So we'll have another streamer coming over this way. All right. Now we're going to switch our ribbon. I guess pretty much do the same thing. We'll start on this side. It's a matter of layering. Let's measure for you. All right, so we're going to do 16 inches again. Trying to find my fingers. Okay, and twist. Do the same thing. Measure your 8-inch loop. And then we're going to twist and we're going to measure another streamer on the top. This one is roughly 12 inches. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing. All right, I'm going to take a little streamer above, just lay it on top. And then this one's going to come down. So right now we've got 4 total loops. All right, now I'm going to pull over, I think, this 1.5 inch. do that same thing. Okay, you see how we're holding it? All right, we're gonna do our loops. So this one, we're gonna start to come in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and do like 14 inches if you're gonna measure it out. Okay. All right, and now I'm going to do a streamer on this side. Just like that. That's really pretty. And then maybe we'll do the next one. You could just end it with that. Let's do one loop, I think, of this. So that'll come in just a little bit more as well. I'm going to measure it for you. 13, 12, 13. Okay. So now let's just look at everything that we have. I'm mixing up my loops, meaning I'm going to make them opposite. So if we have a star over here, I want the star to be opposite instead of right across from each other. So we had our plaid over here. We're going to put our plaid up here, all right? And then those are good. All right, so now this is a little thick. I'm wondering if I think I might get a larger zip tie. We might need a 12-inch zip tie for this one. It's a lot of ribbon. All right, so we've got our 12-inch zip tie, and I'm going to take it around the base and feed it in, and I want it to follow under my thumb, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and try to get it hooked on to that part of the zip tie, that, you know, that flat side. Make sure, before we tie all that off and make that zip tie tight, we want to fluff everything. Make sure we've got our loops, you know, being seen. So now, oh, don't zip, we don't want to tie it off too tight. Where is my rustic wire? Okay, I'm going to get a piece of this 18 gauge rustic wire, and I'm going to feed it in behind this. Hopefully I didn't get it too tight yet. And this is what I'm going to use to hang it on things like wreaths or doors. I'm getting a piece of sturdy wire. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so now I'm going to try to get this little nub on the, oh dear, let me turn my glue down. I want to get this little nub to the top so it's not going to be right on my door. Get this right on top of all the ribbon. Okay, and now I'm going to pull this tight. Turn it over. Let's make sure we got that in the center. Okay, so cut that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little piece of that smaller ribbon and go ahead and just remove the wire. And now I'm going to cover up that pipe cleaner. I'm sorry, that's zip tie, not pipe cleaner. Why do I keep saying that? All right, so we're gonna turn this over. All right, and I'm gonna glue this down right here. My glue is very thin because I turned it on to heat up pretty fast. Let's see if I can get it there. Let's see if I can do a little more. Okay. And now we're gonna wrap this carefully. Just hold that down while it dries. Okay, so from here you can make a hook to hang on your door hanger, or you can put it on a wreath or put it on a gate. I mean, you've got some options. Put it on a banister. So now we're going to turn it over. Let's look at our streamers. Okay. And from the bottom, you can either dovetail, so that you see how this one's double-sided. I'm going to fold it up a couple of times. Let's do this one. See, that one's already done. Let's give it a little bit more. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to angle. And then this one, let's go ahead and dovetail. You can angle cut or dovetail. I think I'm going to go ahead and fold this one up, only because it looked like it might unravel. Okay, it shows a little more navy. So for these up here, these are the streamer parts, the little loop, you know, the things that are not a loop. We're going to do, I think, the same thing. All right, let's see what she looks like. There we have it, a really pretty over-the-top bow for your front door. Obviously, you can mix up your ribbons. If you don't want patriotic, maybe you could do Christmas or lemon themed, or the blue and white chinoiserie, oh, mixed with yellows, or pinks. Oh, that would be so pretty. So mix up your colors to suit your taste, but remember, it's all about the ribbon. The ribbon is what's going to help you in this process. Quality matters on this bow. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to give us a follow, and don't forget to tell me what you want me to make for our next Flower Friday video. Until then, have a great weekend, and thank you for following along our journey. I want to show you how to make a door bow. Is that what we're calling it? A bow that you could put on your door instead of a wreath? How about a bow is the show bow? How about a bow, just the big bows? How about bigger than life bows? How about hose, wear hose for bows? No. What are you doing, Julie? Come on. What are we going to call this? The large bow? A door bow. I think it's a door bow. It's going to be the bow that you put on a door, or a wreath, or fat, big, showy, gorgeous, over the top, large floppy. No, it's not floppy. It's the bow is the show. I think that's what we can call it.